Kahalaopuna, Ka'ui o Manoa, the beauty of Manoa. This mo'olelo or story was written by James Rumford. Each day, the wind and the rain bring a rainbow to Manoa Valley. So it was in the ancient times when the wind, a man, and the rain, a woman, gave birth to a daughter. She was so beautiful that a rainbow followed her wherever she went. The girl of the rainbow was called Kahalaopuna. She was promised in marriage to a tattooed man of chiefly rank named Kohi. Kohi's heart was high with pride whenever anyone mentioned his beautiful bride-to-be. When he surfed at Waikiki, he would point to the back of Manoa Valley and say, "I am so lucky. The girl under the rainbow there is to be my wife." Not everyone was happy for Kohi. Two friends were jealous. Their envy ate at them until they decided to destroy the beauty of Manoa. One day, one friend said to Kohi, "Your bride-to-be has been acting improperly. She tried to lure us to her house with these lays," said the other friend, bending his tongue in a lie. Kohi's heart was yellow flame of anger, and he marched up into the valley. Once in Manoa, Kohi called to Kahalaopuna. When Kohi saw her, his heart leapt with love, but anger blinded him, and he accused her, saying, "You have been untrue." She tried to tell him how much she loved him, but he would not listen. He picked Kahalaopuna up and carried her down the path. At a small hill now called Pu'upuel, he found a place hidden from the sky and took her life. Instantly, the rainbow vanished from the valley. But in the ancient days, no person was abandoned. No person was left alone. There up in a tall tree was her guardian, an owl. It flew down and spread its healing wings over the girl, and she awakened with new life. At the mouth of the valley, something caught Kohi's eye. It was an owl. It soared overhead, and nearby, a rainbow flashed in the sparkling sky. Kahalaopuna was alive. In a yellow rage, Kohi ran to her home and called to her. When she came out, she tried to reason with him, but he would not listen to her or to his heart. "Your jealousy is like a shark, biting, biting," she cried, but only words of Kohi's two friends filled his ears. Kohi grabbed Kahalaopuna and carried her far from Manoa Valley and her guardian owl. Kohi crossed the plains of Oahu and climbed up the Waianae Mountains. Atop Mount Ka'ala, under the shade of an ohialehua tree, so dark that the sky could not see what he was about to do, he again took Kahalaopuna's life and covered up the light of the rainbow. But Kohi could not run from the owl. It followed Kohi, and when he had gone, brought Kahalaopuna back to life. Kahalaopuna was weak. She barely made her way down the mountain and across the plains of Oahu. Near Manoa, she met a young chief of Kamo'iliili named Mahana. Mahana took pity on the girl. He led her to the secret cave now called Kawai a Kahalaopuna. Inside there flowed healing water, and there Kahalaopuna regained her strength. As the days went by, Mahana began to fall in love with Kahalaopuna, and she with him. They decided to marry, and the two lived happily together in Kamo'iliili for several years. Of this, Kohi knew nothing. Every day, as he suffered at Waikiki, he looked up at Manoa and was glad that the rainbow was gone. Kohi's two friends were glad too until they discovered that Kahalaopuna was alive and married to Mahana. "She mocks you even to this day," said the one friend to Kauhi. "I hear her husband is away," said the other. "Now is your chance." Kauhi's heart became a red hot stone. He ran to Kamo Iliili, where he found Kahalaopuna alone. He seized her and dragged her to Waikiki. He threw her on his surfboard and paddled out to the waves. There, in the raging spray and in full view of the sky, he threw her to the sharks. Kahalaopuna and the rain-colored light of Manoa were gone forever, and the sky shook in anger. The gods of the sky seized Kauhi and his two friends. Frightened, the two friends admitted their lies. When Kauhi heard the truth, he fell to the ground in shame and sorrow. For destroying the beauty of Manoa, the gods told Kauhi to climb up to Va'ahila Ridge. They ordered him to lie down on his back and face them in shame forever. As for his two friends, they were forever banished to the cold wind and rain of the mountains. Now all this time the owl had been searching for Kahalaopuna, but it could not find her. When Mahana got home and heard the news, he ran down to Waikiki and swam out to the waves, but there was nothing left. Mahana returned to shore and wept. Now these were the days, as I have said, when no one was abandoned, and no one was. The gods took pity on Mahana. They told him that Kahalaopuna was not gone, but changed. And as they spoke, a rainbow spanned the sky. Kahalaopuna's parents, even in their grief, also took pity on Mahana. Each day, Kahalaopuna's mother, the rain, and her father, the wind, caressed the young man and comforted him. Then, when Mahana's days ended, the gods led him to Kahalaopuna, who had been patiently waiting at the end of the rainbow. The story of Kahalaopuna lives today not only in the telling, but in Manoa Valley itself. There atop Va'ahila Ridge lies Kauhi, the sleeping giant. Next time you see a rainbow in Manoa, call out its name, Kahalaopuna, o Ka'ui o Manoa, the beauty of Manoa.
Kahalaopuna.